So in this video, I want to give you guys the full rundown of why I am so incredibly bullish on AMC earnings, why I know there's going to be a crazy rally after earnings. As always though, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a financial planner, so I'm not going to tell you guys what to do with your money. Simply put, I've been buying AMC almost on a daily basis, getting ready for earnings. And if you are somebody that resonates with what I am saying, you probably want to be fully invested in AMC. This is the quiet period, so I don't expect too much information to be coming out. And also, we don't have a confirmed earnings day. I have seen November 1st, I have seen November 7th and the 9th. And if earnings really do come out November 1st, that is Monday, and you probably won't have any time to load up on AMC before earnings. But either way, doesn't matter what the day is, we are going to take a look at this situation, as well as compare AMC to Lucid Motors, because that is the stock that really just got the everything squeeze, a little bit of a short squeeze, a gamma squeeze, and the FOMO buying activity. But when you compare Lucid to AMC, AMC has a lot more going for it. So let's get into this video, guys. If you guys get value out of it, hit that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel, and let me know in the comment section, what do you think for earnings? I personally think we could hit all-time highs after earnings, because I think there's going to be some crazy announcements, but we will talk about that a little bit later into this video. And first thing that I do want to do is just compare Lucid Motors to AMC briefly. And really what I mean when I say this is both of these stocks had very low volume. AMC still has very low volume, trading in between 25 and 30 million for volume over the past week. And this is a wonderful thing. With low volume, we should be cratering, we should be selling off. What this low volume is telling you is that whoever is buying AMC or just holding AMC, they are holding on, they are hodling this stock. That's why we're staying pretty much neutral in between $35 and $40 per share. So right here, very, very bullish. But the same thing was going on with Lucid Motors. We were staying pretty much range bound, and we had very low volume. So the people that were just owning the stock, they were just owning the stock. Once that volume comes into the stock, as you guys can see, 14 million, 16 million, 26 million, 30 million, people were just holding the stock, and we were in between $22 and $25 per share, pretty much the same range bound activity as AMC was having. And then you get this crazy volume that comes into the stock. You see 52 million for volume, and then you see 377 million for volume, and you spike up over $10. That's exactly the same situation that's going to plan out with AMC. But if you compare some of the other fundamentals around AMC compared to Lucid, obviously AMC has a lot of fraudulent activity. The short interest is obviously a lot higher, but it's being reported as a lot lower because these short sellers of AMC, they know they're screwed at this current moment. They want to discourage apes in any way possible. They are using the option chain. This is very widely known at this point, using the option chain to make it look like and report to the bureaus that they have covered on their short positions, when in all reality, they have not. So when it comes down to the stock moving up, there's still an obligation to return those shares. So the short interest could be 30, 40, 50% on AMC stock. It's obviously, we don't know, we can't prove that, but given that option activity and all the due diligence already being done, this is not crazy information to you guys. But even what is being reported to us, the short interest that is known that is being reported, as of the settlement date October 15th, there was 18.03% short interest of free float. These short sellers are absolutely crazy at the current moment. There is no short thesis case for AMC stock at the current moment. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to be shorting AMC, especially after earnings, when every single earnings report in 2021 returned a positive result. 60% back in March, 1000% back in May, and 100% back August 9th. So there's really no short thesis to begin with. But if you compare, like I said, AMC's almost 17% short interest to Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors on October 15th, their short interest was 10.34%. So there's obviously a higher short interest in AMC than there even was in Lucid Motors. But then again, AMC compared to Lucid Motors, there's a bigger recognition. You could almost say brand recognition around AMC. Everybody knows the trade. Everybody knows AMC. And if you're somebody that did FOMO into all of these other stocks, you were likely in AMC at one point. So that volume will come back into AMC, but there has to be a reason to buy the stock. If there's no reason to buy the stock, then you're not going to see those FOMO buyers buying in. And just to be clear, on Friday, we did see this big rally right here, right? Going from $34.53 down about 2.5% on the day, all the way up to about positive 4%, all the way to $36.63 per share. And this was only a tweet from Unusual Whales of something that I covered 2 days ago on the channel. Their estimated revenue at AMC is $768.8 million on earnings. That is up 543% from last year. I believe they only had $119 million for revenue. And I even think the numbers are going to be higher than that. They were off last earnings report by about $100 million. And given all of the programs that AMC has been doing, all the incentives, literally the list goes on and on and on. You can make a whole video about this. UFC fights, NFL fights, they continue, or NFL games, they continue to play in their theaters. I think the revenue is going to be a hell of a lot higher than what, Zach's consensus estimate is anyway. So that's going to be a big reason to buy the stock. Just fundamentally, company is making more money. As well as that, we already do know AMC is going to announce a brand new business line. This is something we have covered many, many times. Right here, let's cancel out of that. It says AMC Entertainment is just weeks away from announcing entirely different business line, CEO says. And now I do want to play right here in this video that I did post. This was a 50-minute long. It's like an official AMC movie, if you could call it that, going over the whole situation. If you guys have not seen it, definitely check that out. But this part right here is something that I want you guys to see. Gonna be about a minute or two, but definitely valuable information in this. So let's play it right now.
Many of whom are apes, who lovingly refer to him as the silverback. He's listening to their ideas for increasing revenues and announced several new initiatives based on their input.
We've been deluged with suggestions from our company's new owners. So many of the things that have come in our way are really good things for us to do. They want us to take cryptocurrency. So we're going to take cryptocurrency. One of the ones that I particularly love, to make commemorative movie tickets as an NFT. And that's a really smart idea.
You mentioned that you had reached out to Ryan Cohen of GameStop, and I'm wondering how far those talks have gone.
Our marketing organization's in touch with their marketing organization. There are lots of ideas that have been floated, and we'll see what happens.
As a CEO, Aaron's known for turning around struggling companies. He ran Norwegian Cruise Lines, the Philadelphia 76ers, and Starwood Hotels before joining AMC, and he's prepared to fight to save this company.
I feel like I've been training for this day my entire life. I felt I wasn't just doing a job, that I really was given a mission by these retail investors. You're in charge of this 101-year-old American institution. Don't let it disappear. Don't let this COVID virus or Wall Street take it down. Don't let it happen. And that's something I've taken to heart.
His plan is to make AMC more than a theater chain.
Right.
We have a massive valuation of our company right now, and we need to grow into that valuation. And I think a way to do that is to expand the appetite of AMC and reach beyond just being a pure movie theater play and do other things as well in the future as we did movie theaters in the past. We have a lot of ideas on that score, and I think as the next 6, 18, 30 months play out, you'll see AMC branching out and doing more interesting things, and that will be the definition of success.
And the apes have given Aaron a $1 billion lifeline to do just that. Did the retail investor save AMC?
We had saved AMC first by raising a lot of money, but then the retail investors arrived in huge numbers, And yes, they saved AMC, and that's when they saved AMC because of the retail investors. We raised another $1,250,000,000 in May and June of 2021. And that last $1 billion is what really will, I think, guarantee that we survive through this pandemic.
There you have it. AMC is going to branch out into a totally different company. He said 6, 18, 24, 30 months from now, you could be looking at something totally different. And like somebody else called out in one of the comments in one of my videos that I've just that really stuck with me and is a great way to put, you know, what AMC is trying to do is, you know, take a look at Nintendo. This started off as a toy company, a kids toy company. Now they're a multi-billion-dollar company that arguably is undervalued given some people's metrics of valuation. So if just considering what could possibly happen with AMC, I think there is a lot of reason to buy the stock. And given what Adam Aron did say, I think coming on earnings, they're going to lay out some of the pipeline and some of their plan on how they are going to do this and branch out. That is going to give AMC a higher multiple of valuation. So just to put this simply, if AMC makes $100 million or Netflix makes $100 million, Netflix $100 million is valued a lot higher because they're seen as more growth potential. Whereas, you know, if AMC was doing something different, their $100 million might be valued as high as Netflix's $100 million. So that's really how to compare that. That's how investors look at that. We'll just give it a higher multiple. And at that point, would you really want to be short on AMC? You could just see the shorts covering in massive numbers. Also, something else that I do want to point out as well, Lucid Motors on Friday, they did have the actually Thursday, they did have the most options traded, the most options volume. 2.2 million contracts were traded on Lucid Motors on Thursday. But AMC consecutively always is one of the top traded options stocks for, you know, any given week, any given month. AMC is always at the top tier. I believe the top ones usually Apple, the SPY, and Tesla. And, you know, AMC, given the fact it's always top 5, top 10, there's just consistently a lot of activity around the stock. Now, I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. I wish people didn't gamble with options as much and just bought the shares, but you are, like I said, seeing that core group of investors that hold onto the stock even when the low volume days are here, like we've seen over the past couple of weeks. Then you don't see this stock cratering, and we are well overdue to see a big volume spike. And these big volume spikes usually always happen after earnings. Like I said, guys, 60%, 1,000%, and a 100% gain. I think we could see all-time highs coming this earnings, and you're going to see a whole new level of FOMO buying. That is why I continue to buy AMC almost on a daily basis, and I want to work up my YouTube portfolio with more AMC. So I have a lot of AMC from, you know, back here before this did rally. I should have played more options on this, you know, back when it did rally, but I mostly had shares. But anyways, I still am buying shares on almost a daily basis. So if you guys want to be notified every time I buy AMC or any other stock, whether it's a day trade, swing trade, or long-term investment, check out the link down below in the description for the buy and sell alerts. That literally pays for itself. We are up about $6,000 in the past 2 or 3 weeks, just mainly based off of trades and day trades and swing trades. But that's basically going to be all for this video. If you guys want to get totally free stock in a brokerage that does not use payment for order flow whatsoever, and you get up to $70 in your choice of free stock, check out the link for Public. You can also link a debit card. This is like nothing else you will ever find. You can link a debit card to fund your portfolio. They make it very easy, and that's one of the things that I love the most about them. They also do not use payment for order flow, like I said, so definitely check that out. Link for Webull as well. Definitely better than Robinhood in my opinion. More obviously, that's what we're using the charts on right now, so definitely check that out. Check all that out if you guys want to be a part of it. If you guys want to help the channel out in any way, shape, or form, that is your way to do that. So that's gonna be all. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.